Hello everyone, my name is Wolfgang Roseworth, and in today's video I will be introducing you all to who I am personally and this channel. Basically, who am I, what is this channel about, why I'm doing it, how I'm gonna do it, and answers to all sorts of those questions. So to begin, a little bit about myself currently. I'm 18 years old, I'm living in the beautiful state of Florida, and am going to college majoring in philosophy. Now, some of you may already have questions about why I chose to major in philosophy, like what kind of job or career I'm going to get with that kind of degree, or, I'm not going to get a good job, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you have that left brain sort of idea, keep watching. Now, my story really begins in the 8th grade. When I was in the 8th grade, it was the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. And basically, society and the whole world sort of shut down. Everyone became obsessed with staying away from other people, so it was a really anti-social time to be alive. And in that sort of mess, I was transitioning into high school. And I came to the conclusion that the best thing for me that I should do is I should actually just go to high school completely online, completely virtually, get through with it faster, take some extra courses, just focus on schoolwork, and so I could get to college sooner. Now, this was a wonderful, great move for my education, my advancement in getting things done faster, but it was a terrible move for my emotional and mental state of health, because very quickly I got a severe case of a major depressive disorder. Now, it's a long story of how that happened, how I've dealt with it, but it came to a head where I found a little known thing called magic mushrooms. And if you don't know about psilocybin containing magic mushrooms, it's a psychedelic. And I was able to finally get a little chocolate bar, little colorful chocolate bar, psilocybin containing. And after trying it, I had the best experience of my life, the best state I had ever been in. Very quickly, my depression, it went away. It was gone. And not only was it gone, but I had this complete reality transformation inside out. I felt all of this weight being lifted right off of me, all this terrible weight. My head felt so clear. I felt naturally so happy. It was amazing. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that this was possible. And when I came out of it, I was like, oh no, I felt coming down back to normal again. But that one experience proved to me how valuable magic mushrooms, at the very least, could be in living, basically, because it gave me something at least to live for, to work for. And going through a period of researching more about magic mushrooms, other psychedelics like DMT, and that led me into a whole branch now. I'm going into philosophy and understanding how these substances work and the experiences of these people, and the similarity between near-death experiences and out-of-body experiences, stuff that is almost completely not even related to depression anymore. Now I was on a different sort of journey. And eventually that led me into DMT, and having tried DMT, that gave me the entrance into spirituality, because for the first time I was able to see and feel with my own senses that there really are spirits. There really are interdimensional entities or non-human intelligence that is living in and operating from dimensions all around us that we can't normally perceive. And so this crazy realization turned now from trying to figure out how to cure depression into understanding the philosophy of the psychedelic way of life and what it does to the brain, and and now into discovering there's a whole nother world out there. There's a whole spiritual dimension or dimensions, and the rabbit hole just keeps getting way deeper. And so from that point onwards, now I have been seriously interested in spirituality, philosophy, and psychedelics. And I have found how basically spirituality, which is really the pinnacle of all of these sort of things, because wellness is all wrapped up in your spiritual line of thinking. If you've ever seen this sort of wellness diagram called the 8 dimensions of wellness, I found it to be a really helpful tool for figuring out, I wonder why I'm depressed. I wonder why things are going wrong. Well, something's wrong with one of those dimensions. And so I've made my own diagram, but I've added 4 more, and again, that's a whole nother story. But basically what this channel is going to be about is it's going to document my stories, my experiences, my intentions, my philosophy, my ideas on spirituality, and I am going to hope I help other people by sharing this information on how you can improve your own life yourself and not have to suffer or wait around for some external force to come and save you. Well, now you can do it yourself. You can save yourself. So that's basically what this channel is going to be about, and that's sort of what I'm about. I'm going to be trying to continuously further my understanding of the kind of field that I have decided to enter. And hopefully interact with some wonderful people who are going to have some great insights. And so if you have any comments, if you have anything you'd like to share with me, if you want to get in touch with me, please let me know. Leave a comment or send an email to me, and I'll get in touch. But basically, this was my introduction video into the video making world, into sharing my journey. And so I hope that you'll follow me, you'll subscribe, you'll be interested, because I'll be sharing some very important esoteric sort of advanced knowledge. Because according to this life script, this setup of reality as you and I have understood it from the beginning, is that time is limited, and so you're gonna die, and you sort of kind of need to figure out what's gonna happen before then so you can make all the right decisions and you can get yourself into a wonderful state of being and not be in some sort of terrible depression or hell state. And so that's sort of all for me from right now. So thank you for watching. Everyone have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.